Hi everyone, welcome to Village Fabrics at Home again. Just want to take the opportunity to give you a few hints and tips about making our rainbow bird swag, wall hanging, whatever you want to call it. But we have these lovely little rainbow birds as a kit. If you have an older child, you might want to do a little bit more embellishment on this, so you can do some embroidery stitches, just some plain running stitches, or you can do something a little bit more difficult, some flowers and things like that, and of course French knots for the eyes. But the whole thing's held together with a blanket stitch, which of course does come in quite useful whenever you're doing a number of different techniques, including using it for hand applique. So the little bird is joined together using a blanket stitch all the way around the edge here. Because you're not going to see any of the inside, it's perfectly okay to start with a knot on the inside. So what I want to do at this point is to hide the knot inside the little bird, and then I want to just do a single loop over the top like that, and then I'm going to slip the thread up to the top edge, so I'm just going to pop that back in below where I've just been. And now each time I do this, I'm going to make sure that I have a loop to go into. So I'm putting my needle in, making sure that I have my thread below there. So I'm pulling through a loop. Get away from his little beak up there, and making a stitch. Same again. Make sure I have my thread below my needle so that it is forming a circle, completing the stitch, and just continuing along like that. There we go. Now there's just one other little hint that I would suggest to you whenever you're making this kit of ours, and that is that you cut the front and the back of the bird out at the same time. Then they are exactly the same and they're easier to stitch together. So I've used a Frixian pen here. I've marked out the bird, and I'm going through 2 layers of felt here. So I would cut that out going through both layers, then they're both the same size. Same with the little hearts, and I hope those little tips help you to successfully complete our rainbow bird kit. Keep well. Speak with you soon.